What's new at Charlie's? What's new at Charlie's? Still on Main. What's new at Charlie's?
Hi, welcome back to another edition of What's New at Charlie's. As always, I'm here with my good friend Don Williams, Executive Bourbon Steward, and bourbonfool.com. Hey Don, what's up?
Hey Charlie, thanks again, and thanks everyone for all the positive comments we've received on the first few videos, and we hope to have a good one for you today.
Absolutely, man. So let's get right to it, man. So I think we talked about in the last few weeks, sometimes I hunt for bourbons for years, sometimes I just stumble up on one, sometimes we just like the bottle and think it's cool. But this is one I just happened to find on the MLCC website. It's kind of like the one from last week. It was a 12-year bourbon, got my interest, didn't know a whole lot about it. Picked up a bottle, and then Don did a little research. It's called Lucky 7. This is called the Hold Up, and once again, it's a 12-year bourbon. So Don, what'd you find out about it?
So this is another one of those bourbons that's a sourced product. So they don't own a distillery, they're sourcing product from an established distillery, and they're bottling it to their flavor profile. The real interesting thing about these two guys is they have an affinity for both bourbon and the movies. So each one of their 4 different varieties has a movie connotation. So literally, this one is called the Hold Up.
Yeah.
And if you go to their website, you can actually watch a film called The Hold Up that features this bourbon. That's a pretty cool marketing ploy that I've never seen before.
That's neat, man. You know, you think if this is good, they'll put us in a movie?
I don't know. You never know. These guys are into movies. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, you'll see on the front of the label, it's actually a movie ticket.
I'm 2 away from my SAG card, so I need 2 more. So if you could put in a good word for me, it'd be great. If you guys are watching this video, I could use a few more. But anyway, it's a ticket on the front? What?
Yep. It actually peels back.
Seriously?
And I'm not sure what it reveals, but it actually opens up.
He's not lying. Look at this. Woo! Oh, so it's got a code, and if you scan this, it takes you right to the film.
Takes you right to the film.
Look at that. Yeah. Very cool. So yeah, so if you could see that, if you could scan that with your phone, it'll take you right to the video. Don's watched the movie. I have not seen the movie yet. I've been preoccupied here at Charlie's Still on Main. It's been a little busy lately. So the movies are pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, they're actually very interesting, and each one has a different plot twist based on the product that it's featuring in. I really encourage you to go see it at their website, and we'll put a link to their website after the end of this video so you can go there. But the interesting thing about this, and that is it's a sourced product, and from everything I can find out, it's not disclosed, but it looks like it might be Barton 1792 bourbon from Bardstown, Kentucky.
Nice.
And to me, that's interesting, and that's another Sazerac product, and Charlie and I are big fans of Buffalo Trace, which is owned by Sazerac. So it's a company that we love and follow.
Just looking at the bottle's got a great color to it, so I'm excited to open it. Let's open it up.
Let's open it up.
All right. Here you go, my friend.
Thank you.
So it appears there was a different top on there. I think it broke off in shipping. I can see that this is, so if you see it different in your store, you go pick it up. I think it was truck driver damage, if I had to guess. That happens quite a bit.
That's right. So one thing, we were asked why we look at the color a lot, and the one thing you need to know is that bourbon gets 100% of its color from the barrel. It all goes in clear, and then based on its time in the barrel, it takes on a color. Typically, the younger the bourbon, the lighter the color. As it gets older, you get a deeper and deeper copper, kind of an amber color that is pretty beautiful.
Yeah. What's the proof on this, Don?
This is 100 proof.
100 proof. So is it bottled in bond? Do we know?
The interesting thing is it's not labeled as bottled in bond, so it could be 100 proof that's not bottled in bond, but just so you know, all bottled in bond is 100 proof.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, let's give it a try.
Cheers.
Cheers, my friend. Yeah. It smells great.
So that's very possibly Barton juice for sure.
Yeah. I would say it tastes very familiar. Wow, I like that. That's good.
This is basically 74% corn, 18% rye, and then it has some malted barley. So it's heavy on the corn, but it's also a high rye bourbon. And as Barton bourbons go, it has a high rye finish.
Yes, it does.
So I like that.
I like it a lot. It does remind me of a Barton product, though, a lot.
Right.
The way it finishes and the smell. It's got a great smell to it.
Right.
Wow, really good.
And full disclosure, we're not 100% sure that it's a Barton product, but all things point to it. And I suggest you try some because I don't think you'd be disappointed. The other cool thing about this bottle is, besides all the movie connotations and everything, is the label is actually printed in 22 karat gold.
Wow.
And they talk about that on their website. So basically, this would be another cool bottle to have in your collection because we're still bottle geeks. We really are.
You can never have too many cool bottles.
That's right. Just so you know, this one is called The Hold Up, and that is the movie. And they have another version, which is a 6-year-old bourbon called the Jokester. The proprietor is a single barrel, which is also 12 years old. And the Holiday Toast is a double oaked. And Charlie tells me he's had a hard time getting anything but this one.
I was lucky to get the 12 here. I'm going to look for the other stuff, and maybe we'll do those in a future video. But for now, this is all we could find. This is what we could get. And I think we're both going to give it a thumbs up or whatever we decided to do, right? Yeah.
This is definitely a quality bourbon, whether it's neat or you like it on the rocks. It's good enough to not mix it too much.
No. Yeah. But it would hold up to a rock. Sure. Yeah.
It would.
Yeah. So, good stuff.
Good stuff.
All right.
Charlie, thank you again, my friend.
Cheers. Till next week.
Thank you, everyone.
Southern table cuisine. Tell me what's new, Charlie's.